Welcome to a new episode of Royal on Tour. In this episode we will give you a further update of our spring tour. Visiting the high footbridge, walking a scenic route and visiting Bernkastel Kues. We avoided the highways and drove to the countryside, and suddenly we came across this lovely castle. And we stopped for a cup of coffee. And we arrived at the camper place of Womo Geierlay Hangbridge in the town Mörsdorf. And after a cup of coffee we walked about for a half hour towards the suspension bridge.
According to a study, the bridge should give a major boost to tourism in the region. 170,000 visitors were expected annually, and about 50,000 additional overnight stays to be booked. It was also calculated that the increase in local tourism would generate about 2.5 million euros in additional income. The first year, the bridge attracted 370,000 visitors instead of the 170,000 expected.
One of the things we'd like to do is walk in the woods or in nature. Usually we don't make content of this, but this time we thought let's do this in our content as well. And hopefully you guys like this too. From this foot hanging bridge we set out on a 5.6 kilometer walk that we expected to walk within 2.5 hours. It was a various route, some uphill and downhill. And suddenly we were walking under the bridge, which we thought from above it wasn't that high when we were at the top. But when we looked up from under the bridge, we saw how high it really was. I felt dizzy for a moment.
Zware route, ja.
Kijk, dit wordt een... Along the way, we came across a hazelborn.
Ja? On this slightly raining day, welcome to Landshut Castle, high above the Mosel River in Germany. But that's what you already knew, we are in Germany. Built over 800 years ago, this medieval fortress once protected the town of Bernkastel Kues. Imagine knights, nobles and bishops are living here. Though a big fire damaged it in 1692, the castle still stands as a beautiful ruin with stunning views. Today it's a peaceful spot to walk, explore and soak in the history. And that's what we did. During our tour we discovered that this castle has a much longer history and is one of 19 builded castles along the Mosel built by the Romans. This discovery was made during maintenance work not so long ago. Can you imagine? You walk into a town and it looked like it's straight out of a fairy tale. And that's the feeling we got entering Bernkastel Kues, a small but super charming place in Germany's Mosel Valley. The town is split by a peaceful river, the Mosel, with Bernkastel on one side and Kues on the other. They're connected by a bridge, and they've shared stories and history for centuries. The streets are full of half-timbered houses that look like gingerbread homes, colorful buildings and cute little shops. In the middle of town, there's a famous old house called the Spitzhausen. It's super narrow and looks like it might fall over. But don't worry, it's been standing over 400 years already.
Sometimes we can't resist this temptation, especially with this beautiful weather.
Up on the hill you'll see the ruins of Landshut Castle, where we were before we entered the city. From this top we could see the whole town, the river and endless vineyards. Speaking of vineyards, Bernkastel Kues is famous for its Riesling wine. It's cool to see how grapes are grown on these super steep hills, especially now during spring. Whether you're into history, cool old castles, Bernkastel Kues is a place that's easy to love and hard to forget. During our walk through the old city, we saw in a shop window these very nice objects. This turned out to be advertising for the Cylinder House Museum, which have an exhibition of 90 years of German cars history and nostalgic memories. We did not visit this museum during our visit. Maybe next time.
Are you looking for a beer pot or something? Or maybe some chocolate?
for watching. Hope you liked this video and consider subscribing. Next time we hope to take you to Cologne.
For the outro, we have a small route through Bernkastel and Kues on the other side of the river Mosel. Until the next episode.